Hey, my name is Christy, and I suffer from Tourette syndrome. Um, um, I'm on 2 medicines for it, Tics and lamictal, and they really help, me not to have, like, a really bad, what I call tic episode, where I'll have a tic, or several tics, or at least one that's like really bad for a short period of time, but like a few hours, sometimes like the whole day, where it'll just be 10 times worse than it usually is. I didn't take my TEDx this morning, so my tics are a little worse today, but it's good for the video because then I can actually show you what they are. Of course, you're noticing my eyes. They have to be like closed a certain amount of time, and then like my eyes, like my computer screen, and like it'll be like over here, but then closed, so I get like this pressure on like the sides of my eye socket, whatever. That one's really bad when I'm driving because you know, you gotta look at the road. It can last maybe up to 10 seconds, but I really try not to do that one in the car when I'm driving. Sometimes you can't help it, of course, but like I can't, like if I'm driving with nobody around, I can relieve myself by doing that tic for a few seconds. But like if I'm at an entrance ramp to the highway, or some major intersection or something, I can maybe only do it for like 1 second or 2 seconds, and focus on the road more, and like kind of suppress it for a little while, and then like once I know that I'm safe to do it, I can do it. But I really don't like talking too much about that one and how it affects my driving to like professionals and stuff, because they might say, oh, you can't drive. But I really have been careful with it, and it just gets frustrating. My first tic when I was 8 years old was actually the nose flaring. I saw my mom flare her nose. I said, how'd you do that? And she showed me. She just did that, and so I did it. I said, well, yeah, I can do it too. And then I started doing it more and more until I kept doing it. I couldn't stop doing it. And then I started not just doing that, but this thing. And this, and this, and that, and don't know if I have to do that just to stop it from doing it so much. See, now that I did it, I have to keep doing it. It's like it triggers it to do more. So that was my first, and then this one, rolling my eyes and, you know, doing whatever with my eyebrows. I actually saw that in some home videos from when I was like 9 and 10 years old. I did the jaw thing too. That thing, I don't know. You can't see it, but like my jaw joints are like making noise. I don't know. Let's see. I also do the ear thing. Of course, I'm moving my forehead with the ears. I can never just move my ears by themselves. And then sometimes I do that while I'm tensing up my neck. I don't know if you can tell that my head is like shaking because my neck is so tense. It's like, ugh. That one causes me a lot of pain when I do it a lot in the back of my head. When I first started college, I did that one a lot, and the back of my head and my neck would hurt like all the time. And I also have ones where like I bite down like on my teeth. You can't see them. Inside my mouth, you can't see it. I also have like random tics where I tense up my muscles. Like this one's where like I'm stretching this or stretching that. I do that a lot. Or like stretching this one. I also do this one. I've done this one ever since middle school. I guess I was like 11, 12. Right, I'm doing this. It looks like I have a habit of cracking my knuckles, but I'm really not cracking them. I have to push down on them like this, or do like this, or this, or this thing. I don't know. I don't do that very often anymore, but like now that I just showed you and I've done it, like now I have to do it more. I also have vocal tics. They're not as common for me to do as the other ones, but I'll do it. Alright. Alright. Like that. It's almost like you're saying alright in like an English or Australian accent. I don't know. Alright. It's like I'm using my diaphragm like like that. And then alright. And when I like let go, it's like right like that. Like I don't know. I can't really describe it better than that. When I was a kid and when I was like 9, I used to have one where I had to make like the highest pitch I could do, like. But I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore because that's really annoying. Hopefully, just doing that now won't start that tic again. Who knows? Sometimes if I don't want to do a particular tic, like maybe the eye ones, like when I'm driving or something, I can try to suppress it by focusing on a different tic. Like if I do this one instead, and that's helpful for when I drive. It's not like a sure thing, but it does help a little bit. What else? Well, I don't know what else to say right now, so, that was a burp, that wasn't a tic. I'm gonna have to edit this because it's like 11 minutes long. Pulling my uvula into my, like, towards this way, like, towards my mouth. That one really sucks is if, like, I do that a lot. I get the, urge to make myself, like, to gag myself. And, it's not to puke or anything. It's not like I want to throw up. But it's to, just have that feeling, like, you have to do it. That's kind of like a complex tic because it involves like putting my finger down my throat and then like gagging myself. But luckily I haven't had that tic in a while, so I hope that this video helps people to understand more about Tourette's, and for those of you who also have the same tics as I do, to know that you're not alone and that you know, there's others out there dealing with the same stuff, and if you want to talk, I'm always up for just talking to someone about it and maybe discuss like advice on just how to cope with it and what has worked for you and what's worked for me, and maybe discuss different meds or something. But yeah, just hit me up a message and or comment. Comment on what has worked for you or what you've learned from the video. Or so that's it. Have a nice day. Bye.